Everyone, welcome back to my video. So this is going to be a video about witches and spooky stuff and how, well, not exactly Halloween, so, good and bad witches. Now I know some witches are good, but I still wouldn't want one in my neighborhood. Roll the intro, just roll the intro. I was a girl in the village doing alright, then became princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my new family. In school that's just for royalty. A whole enchanted world is waiting for me. It's gonna be my time. Show my line. Sofia the First. So exciting, everybody. We finally got a script. And it's Jordy approved. That's not a script. That was the back of some photos in a photo book, and I don't even know what that stamp says. That was just, I saw, oh hey, look, there's a stamper there. I don't even know what that says on it. Moving on. I don't know if I've done which on shorts. If I haven't, I should do that next Halloween when I'm Sharpay Evans. Like, Evans. Moving on, because this is going to be kind of embarrassing. So anyways, this movie starts off with a pretty pink princess house, a gingerbread house, and then a haunted house. And Sofia goes there and the coach said, but princess, who would have a party here? Witches. So they go to this new floor and there's like a mystic moon background witchy world or something. Is it just a backyard? Is it late at night? I don't know. Sofia said, I'm ready for the party. And Lucinda said, not yet, you're not. Witcha doodle doo. And she makes Sofia look like a witch. With the outfit and everything. So she's helping her set with newts and cobwebs. These witch parties must be really, really weird. So anyways, Sofia's there and she's telling Lucinda that she's so she's her Cauldronation. Well, Cauldronation is when a little witch proves they're older, they prove that they are, good enough to become a midnight witch, what the big witches are called, by making a raven catch her broom. And it was a long time to learn spells, the potions, everything. But she's worried about picking witch of honor because both of her best friends are coming. There's Lily, her best good witch friend, and Indigo, her best bad witch friend. That sounds like disaster. I wouldn't invite either of them there because this causes problems here. It says, oh, Lucy Woosey. Oh, God. It's Enid Sinclair all over again. Oh, boy. And then she goes, ah, out of the way. And says, I'm guessing that's Lily and that's Indigo. And then she goes, oh, Lucy Woosey, I got you a cat. Oh, it's so cute. A white cat. Reminds me of my cat. And then she comes here and says, do I know my best friend or what? And then she goes, you mean my best friend? Oh, no. And says, who knows what kind of cat you're a red, angry cat. Who would want a mean, angry, red cat? Not me. I hate mean cats. I would put that thing in a pot and make cat stew. Okay, probably not that bad, but I would get rid of that cat fast. If a cat's mean, how's it gonna be part of your family? You need a nice cat. And she goes, but Indigo Lucy's a nice witch now, so should have a nice, good cats. So they like fluffy white cats. And Sophia said, hey, I think both cats are great. I don't like mean cats. I like nice, fluffy, white, or for Harry, black cats. Not the red mean ones. Luna and Harry are not... Let me rephrase that. Harry wasn't mean. Luna. She's kind of vicious. No, she's not. She just likes to be left alone and high on top of the refrigerator where no one can reach her but me, because I'm 5'11". I was gonna say 6'11". I'm not 6'11". No, I'm not that. I don't think anyone's that tall. Well, no, I take it back. There is one person on Earth that's like 7 foot, but I'm not 6'11". That's pretty tall right there. I'm not that tall. I don't think I want to be 7. I think 6 would be nice, but no, not 7 feet. That's like a giant. Actually, I've seen the guy on YouTube. Yeah, she is kind of a giant. I think Pete Monzingo has the guy with the dwarf family. He's like, his family's 4 foot. He's like 6'4". He's a giant compared to his family. So, anyways, Sofia said, "Did you see look at your mail? You should invite one of them here." And Sofia said, "Hey, if they're both your best friends, you're right to invite them both." So she's like, "How do we keep them away from each other?" So they need to grab a straw from the scarecrows. So she tells her, "Hey, why don't you let Lily have that scarecrow? You have that one all yourself. Great idea. Come on, girls, let's go." Okay, so Lily's having one and goes have the other. Then she goes, "There'll be enough straw." Now, if I have anything to hex about it, she cast a wake-up spell on the scarecrows. She just goes down, boom, 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 taking the straw and said, "Oh, that's rude, Mr. Scarecrow. This straw's for my best friend, Lucinda." And he keeps, boom, boom, taking the straw. They said, "Lucinda, hey, for this indigo, we gotta stop him. Come on," she's, and says, "That could ruin Lucinda's potions." She goes, "Alright, fine." And goes, "Wake up," he goes, "Slay the road." Then she goes there, and she goes, takes the last piece of straw. Then she drops them in the pile of hay. So she has a broomstick. Let the broomstick dance begin. Yeah. So then they go, "Now is the time in the Cauldronation when we dance around in celebration. A little witchy group full of eerie, spooky moves comes forward with us and throw us joyous magic dance sensation. It's a broomstick dance full of spells and chants. If all goes without a hitch, soon we'll have the Midnight Witch, the broomstick dance. The broomstick dance. So, I'm going to tell y'all, I know this movie is coming out late. I understand that. 2 movies. I'm doing 2 today and 1 tomorrow on Monday. I just, had that. I was invited to a celebration of Juneteenth because I am a public official. Okay, I was actually just invited to the celebration. I'm not a public official. I was invited to it. That's all I can say. Like, invited. Like an invitation. But I didn't have an invitation. Somebody just came to my house and said, "Hey, Jory, you're invited to this. Would you like to come?" And then we did some karaoke, but it was super late at night. No way I would have been back in time to do a video. It was, like, super late. So we moving on from that anyways. I should like karaoke. But so anyways, Sofia said, "Looks like they're getting along." It doesn't sound believe it. It really does, because they had the idea for them to dance together, because keeping them apart doesn't work really, so something done together. No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds bad. I'm just saying. It's because Lily's wand is like a flower. But, they're trying to impress the same they're dancing, and she's like, trying to cast a spell. And she's distracted and goes, "Powers that be on the moon, stick on, okay?" And said, "No, I'm supposed to stay stick where ye may. Now you have a right to rave and catch your broom for the rest of my life. And whose fault is that?" Lily and Indigo. Sofia was there too, but she's trying to stop them from arguing. So Lucinda can concentrate on this spell. You remember what Cedric said? If you say the spell wrong, you get the kablooey. You get the spell wrong. So, yeah, the spell is wrong. If you cast the spell, if you say the words wrong, then you get the spell wrong. So, anyways, she said it was unique, just like her. It's a crooked kind of zigzag. That's the best room I've ever seen. The yours are so plain. So then it's time to cast a spell with the owl hex to put a headpiece on her broom. This is so. who's gonna be your witch of honor? Said, come on, let's remember all the bad hexes we did together. And said, but you're a good witch now. It's neat. You should have a good witch of honor. I kind of can see that point, but as I pick, and Sophia's like, I pick Sophia. They say she's not even a witch because they said you act like a bad witch and you don't look like a good witch. So she says she's not a witch, just princess and witch's plus. So they say, can non-witch even be a witch of honor? And the wicked witch says, well, there's nothing in here that says witch of honor must be a witch. So Sophia is then. And then said, why'd you pick me? And said, I'm sorry, but I didn't want Lillian and just go start the hex off of the century. Yeah, because she said whoever doesn't get picked is going to get upset, like, rich upset. Yeah, she's like, oh, I picked Lily. Yeah, just start the hex off of the century right there. That'd be bad. So, Sophia and Lucinda are trying to cast a spell, and she goes here and says, that princess stole my best friend. She mean my best friend. And she tries to send her home. So that Lucia's raven catcher broom. And they're... Oh, no, heck. Sophia said, stop this thing. I'm not a real witch. I know how to fly this thing. And the owl potion knocks over and turns everyone into owls. Oh, God. So then Lucia gets upset. She goes, I can undo it. Oh, I just can't pick up my wand. So it says, you're an owl, so your turn. So this is your fault. They start an owl fight. Sophia said, stop. You fight all of them. This is not how best friends act. Exactly my point. It's not. So they say, I can do spells. Yeah, same goes for me, but they can't use spells. They teach it to Sophia. I think it's, I don't remember full spell at the end is bring back the witches and be gone all these owls. And Sophia can cast... She was worried about not being able to cast it, but she's taken sorcery classes. This clamp. It's just a clamp. Something a lot cooler in the next video, I promise. So anyways, she casts a spell, and then, after they cast a spell, they all are getting the ingredients and everything, and they bring it back to Lucinda, and... she finally casts the spell with all 3 of her witches of honor. Not to cheat out Sophia, Lily and Indigo are best friends, and they all make the broom. And then, she's taking a bunch of pictures, the mother, and she'll start about the pictures, but it won't be long before you fly out. It won't be my little witch lit much longer before you fly off on your own. And since okay, I'll take all the pictures you want. You know what? I don't need a picture. I don't think I'll ever forget this moment. And then since if you want to take a ride on my new brand spanking new Raven Catcher broom, since you like these decks, yeah, it's unique just like me, and it's a wicked broom. And she goes, Ray said, hold on tight, how long does this thing go? And she goes, flies off by the moon. I really decided on what I wanted this to be, the thumbnail, so that's I picked the owl. I thought it looked pretty cool. And if it was me, I'd pick a cat and a dog. Like, 2 headpieces. Boom. Like that. Anyway, that's it for my first recent moments. I forgot the episode number, unfortunately. But I do remember it's season 3. And the episode name is Cauldronation Day. This is still traditional. Don't forget each case. And if you're also first out to custom 5 yards. But until next time, then I'm Dre Morris, and we don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. Bye, I'll see you in the next video.